888-999-9000. Text the show on the Knippelmeyer Chevrolet text line at 405-651-3439. Live from the Buffalo Wild Wings studios, here's Mike Steely and Parker Thune.
All right, you know what day it is? Well, first of all, it's St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Mike Steely out here at the Buffalo Wild Wings and more, along with Parker Thune. We're actually together again. Once a year, we're in the same spot. Once a year. That's it. 68-team giveaway. 68-team giveaway. The tournament begins for the Sooners Friday night, 8:25 or thereabouts in Raleigh, North Carolina. An 8-night matchup. And come on out and see us here at the Buffalo Wild Wings and more. We are going to be here giving away teams until the early hours, well, real close to the early hours of the evening. And we want to see you get a team. We got a lot of great prizes to give away. And we'll be giving away 7 teams during the first hour and then 7 more teams during our second hour. We'll also be giving away this hour a $100 Visa gift card courtesy of Alliance Bank, and a $100 Visa gift card courtesy of OEC Fiber, and some stuff from Buffalo Wild Wings as well. Next hour, we got more Visa gift cards to give away as well. Come on out here and see us at the Buffalo Wild Wings and more. You know, we were worried about the Sooners, man. It looked like they were dead in the water in terms of their NCAA tournament hopes, particularly after the devastating loss to LSU. But not only, I think it's very apparent that they didn't even have to win a game in the SEC tournament. They're a 9 seed, taking on UConn, the 2-time defending national champions, one of the great programs in college basketball, now a blue blood. Think about what they've done, 6 natties since 1999.
And that's a very winnable opening round game for Oklahoma. Steely, not an easy draw by any means. Again, you're talking about the 2-time defending national champions, and they have been down a bit this year.
No
They're
doubt.
not what they were the last 2 seasons, but still a very formidable opponent. One that is beatable for Oklahoma, though, especially if Jeremiah Fears is the Jeremiah Fears that we saw over the last couple weeks of the regular season and in the SEC tournament. What really hurts for Oklahoma, though, is that if you get past UConn, you might have the worst round of 32 matchup in the entire
Florida's they look unbelievable.
They're a buzzsaw.
Yeah, they are. No doubt about it. So the Sooners will play again coming up Friday night, 8:30-ish in Raleigh, North Carolina. And for the Sooners, this is great news, obviously, because it looked like we were going to be talking about Porter Moser's job. There's still some people out there, Porter keeping his job? Is this still a thing?
Generally, coaches that make the NCAA tournament don't wind up fired at the end of the season.
I think he's good. I know there are a few people that may be disappointed to hear that, but I think Porter Moser is good with the Sooners making the NCAA tournament. You know, you think of UConn, how about Solo Ball for their leading scorer? Now, there's a guy who sounds like a ball hog, right? Leading them in scoring. This is not a great UConn team, clearly by their seed, number 8. Dan Hurley's a psycho, but he's a heck of a coach. And it'll be an intriguing matchup. But, again, if you would have said before the season, yeah, Oklahoma's going to make the tournament, they're going to play UConn in the first round, most people would say, oh, no, we don't want that matchup. This is a game, as you said, Oklahoma's capable of winning.
They certainly are. And, look, it's going to take a flawless 40 minutes of basketball to even hang with Florida, let alone beat them. But if all Oklahoma manages in the NCAA tournament is to win one game, I think you walk away feeling pretty good about the season that was. Obviously, was it as spectacular as it could have been? No. But Jeremiah Fears, if he gets to the round of 32 in what is likely his only year as an Oklahoma Sooner, shoot, that's further than Trae Young got in March. So you get to the round of 32, I think you regard the season as a success, especially relative to expectations. This team was picked 15th out of 16 in the SEC.
Yeah.
The fact that they are here at all speaks to a fantastic job down the stretch by Porter Moser, and certainly the guys that he got to stay together, because it would have been really easy for this team to fracture, especially after the loss at home to LSU that was absolute disaster, a game that they threw away in the final minute of play. Would have been very, very easy for this Oklahoma team to simply wave the white flag and check out at this point. And to their credit, they didn't, and they haven't. And they're going to have motivation, especially with the way things ended for them in the SEC tournament, to make a stay in the field of 68 as opposed to just making an appearance.
Yeah, I think the most important aspect of looking what happened with this basketball team is the way they hung together, because a lot of people thought, they're done. I remember a text on our Knippelmeyer Chevrolet text line, these guys clearly don't like Porter, they're done. Well, apparently they do like Porter because they kept playing, they kept listening, they kept fighting, and somehow they found their way to the NCAA tournament. So we'll see what happens on Friday. Speaking of Porter Moser, let's hear what Porter had to say yesterday at the media get-together at the LNC. This is Porter talking about the Sooners finally getting the call that they're in the tournament.
So excited for our guys and the emotions of seeing your name come up, of what these past couple months, since the season started, of the resiliency of these guys to have that moment. And I look back, I was sharing it with some of the moments of some of the guys that were here and some of the coaches, 365 days ago. I want to thank, our Savior, Lord Jesus Christ, for his faith. And I think the thing with that is you go through life and you like the disappointment you had, and when you have faith in your life and when you have people in your life, you can come through so much. And this year, having to lose people in the portal and then rebuild the team back up and then implement your system with a whole new team, start out 13-0, then all of a sudden go 0-4 and have the trials and tribulations and the ups and downs that we had, to have the resiliency to come on top, to have this day, man.
There you go. Porter clearly very happy that the Sooners are able to hang in there, hang together, still believe, and find a way to make their way to the NCAA tournament. Let's hear from senior Jalen Moore, who came back. There was some doubt, maybe testing the NBA draft. I'm sure NIL played a role to a certain extent in him coming back, no doubt. But let's hear from Jalen Moore yesterday on how the Sooners are able to keep it all together and make the field.
Just being connected and knowing that it's going to be ups and downs, and we have to be resilient. And through it all, we got to stay connected, and the most connected team always win. And that's what we did, and that's what we were able to do on the last trip to the season. Last year it hurt. And it hurt so much not to see our names called, and just having a chip on our shoulder, going through this whole season and learning from what we did in the past and be better at it. It was amazing just to have this moment, to be able to share this moment with the guys and Coach Moser especially, because I know that day was a hard day for both of us, and just to have this moment together, man, is special.
There you go. We'll hear from Jeremiah Fears a little bit later and Dan Hurley's thoughts on Oklahoma. But overall, just a really good day for Sooner fans, and clearly a gigantic day for Porter Moser and the program. Good to see a smile on his face yesterday. All right, women's basketball, Jenny and company. Obviously, we knew that they were going to be hosting. The question was, who were they going to be hosting? And they will play Florida Gulf Coast, the team that ran through undefeated in the Atlantic Sun Conference. Jenny and the Sooners will play at the LNC Saturday, 1:30 on ESPNU. So the OU women, the winner of that matchup would play the Iowa and Murray State winner coming up on Monday. But again, the Sooner men, Friday night, 8:25 or thereabouts on TNT. You've got a heck of a broadcast crew there, too. Ian Eagle, Bill Raftery, Grant Hill, and Tracy Wolfson. And as we talked about, the winner will play Florida in the second round on Sunday, unless Norfolk State can come through with one of the biggest upsets in tournament history, which I don't think is going to happen. So overall, just a good feeling, I'm sure, for Sooner fans. Not having to decide, should we go to the NIT? What's going to happen with a head coach? I mean, they're losing so many guys next year. It's great to see. You're losing Jeremiah Fears, 98% sure of that. Jalen Moore, Sam Godwin, Kobe Elvis, Bryson Goodine, Mo McGee, Duke Miles, Glenn Taylor Jr. I mean, let's talk about what they have coming back next year, right?
Yeah, the real question is, who are you bringing back? And the answer is, well, not very many guys.
Dayton Forsyth
should be back. He's a guy you can build around in years to come.
Jadon Jones, is he going to get a medical?
Jadon Jones and Jeff Longwoe, they should return. They should return. Who knows about Luke Northwell? Like, here's the thing. in the transfer portal era, and especially when we know the challenges that Oklahoma is dealing with in the NIL space, especially in the sport of basketball, you cannot dismiss the notion that any one of these individual guys, even somebody like Dayton Forsythe, isn't going to leave to take a better deal somewhere else. I mean, this is the nature of the beast in college sports, but especially in college basketball. You don't really know what you're bringing back from this year's squad to next. The answer, invariably, though, is not a whole heck of a lot. You just hope Dayton Forsythe sticks around because, again, he's somebody that you can build around. And he's been very, very exciting at times for Oklahoma this season.
So you've got Kai Rogers and Alec Blair coming in, 2 4-stars in the class. You get the kid from Denmark, the 7-footer, who's a 3-star coming in.
Andreas Holst, yes.
There you go. And, of course, you're right. You never know what's going to happen with the portal. Although I'd be really shocked if Forsythe left OU somehow.
I would be surprised, but I wouldn't say shocked because you can't be shocked with anything these days.
In the portal era, you never know. You never know, right? You just never know. All right. By the way, recruiting news, Jonathan Hatton, 4-star running back, decision coming Saturday. It looks like he's reuniting. We need to play Reunited by Peaches and Herb. Oh, yeah, we can't do that. YouTube. But looks like he's coming back and will make his decision for Oklahoma.
That's the vibe right now. Now, he was just on campus last weekend for the Future Freaks recruiting event. Obviously, he was committed to Oklahoma for over a year.
Yeah.
From October of 2023 up until December of 2024. He decommitted. It was something that had been in the works for a while. Because he had committed so early, he felt like he hadn't seen all that he needed to see. And there was some steam for Texas A&M at the time that he decommitted. But DeMarco Murray in Oklahoma, man, they've done a tremendous job of just staying the course with Jonathan Hatton and trusting that all of the reasons he committed to OU in the first place would lead him back to Oklahoma when it was time to make the final decision. And that's what this should be for Jonathan Hatton, and my expectation is it will be Oklahoma on Saturday unless we have a material change here.
Who else was in the running down the stretch?
A&M. A&M was the other big player. And, I mean, you look at his offer sheet, you look at the schools that were coming after him, man, it's a who's who.
Yeah.
And, frankly, I would have thought he'd taken more visits before committing once again. But go back to it, give DeMarco Murray and give the OU staff a ton of credit here because I don't think he's committing this early unless he is absolutely certain of his final decision. He has said as much. Look, I'm not committing again until I know for an absolute fact that this is where I want to play college football for the next 4 years. And it would seem that he is once again settled, this time permanently, on Oklahoma. So unless something shifts pretty drastically in the next 5 days, I like the Sooners to get the blue chip running back out of San Antonio back in the fold this Saturday.
Is that going to be a live event?
I don't know whether he's doing a live event or not.
Okay. But it's happening on Saturday, and once again, it looks like Jonathan Hatton is coming back, and we'll make it official for Oklahoma. All right. We're here at the Buffalo Wild Wings location in Moore. Mike Steely along with Parker Thune. We're going to be here giving away 68 teams, obviously, and yet another edition of the Ref giveaway events here at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Moore. Right off the service road. Come see us. And the Ref 68 team giveaway T-shirts, since it is St. Patrick's Day, are green, and they're very nice. I like them. I like them a lot. Perry, do you want to give away a couple teams now when we get back? Okay. Also, if you have title sponsors, I need to get those. I'm looking for those somewhere. Not yet. All right, 405-651-3439 on the Knippelmeyer Chevrolet text line. Blake Gamble is back there in the dungeon on the other side of the well-illuminated Buffalo Wild Wings studio where Grayson Singleton is. Blake, what are we throwing out there for YouTube today?
That's right, Steelman. We've got the lights on today because you're not in here.
I know you turn out the lights on me every time you make an old man read his chicken scratch in absolute darkness. Very difficult.
No need for the reading glasses today here. The poll question today. Over the last decade or so, what's been your favorite Cinderella team in March Madness? We've got those Peacocks from St. Peter's. They made it all the way to the Elite Eight as a 15 seed. ORU's run to the Sweet 16. Don't forget about Max Abmas. Loyola Chicago. Porter's team, of course, was Sister Jean. That's where she became famous. By the way, she's still kicking it at 105. Or the leader currently in the poll, Florida Gulf Coast, that Dunk City team. They were fun to watch.
Yeah, they were. All right, so you can hit us up on the YouTube chat and on the Knippelmeyer Chevrolet text line at 405-651-3439. Our 68 team giveaway, I-35 Service Road, South I-35 Service Road, here and more at the Buffalo Wild Wings. Grand prizes we're giving away, an OU Texas weekend package, Riverwind Casino package, PlayStation 5 plus a game, SEC baseball package, over $20,000 in prizes. We want to thank our lead sponsors, of course, the one and only Riverwind Casino, Central Oklahoma GMC dealers, and Fast Sign. So when we get back, we'll give away a couple teams, and I think it's time to give away a $100 Visa gift card courtesy of the Alliance Bank out here at the Buffalo Wild Wings and more. Just getting warmed up. Stay with us. Monday edition, Steelman and Thune, giving away all these teams. Come get yours. We'll be right back here on the Ref.
Don't miss out on OKC's hottest entertainment at the Showplace Theater with acts like Boys to Men, April 18th. America, April 26th. Patti LaBelle, May 2nd. And Scotty McCreery, May 10th. Riverwind is OKC's favorite casino experience.
Attention equipment buyers. Purple Wave Auction is transforming how you find and purchase machinery. Say goodbye to limited local options and hello to a nationwide marketplace at your fingertips. Browse a vast selection of ag and construction equipment from the comfort of your home or office. Our no-reserve online auctions mean every bid could be a win. From search to delivery, we're with you every step of the way. Register for free at purplewave.com.
It's time for your certified most accurate forecast from KOCO5 First Alert Weather. Brought to you by Cavens Group. Do you have a water emergency? Give Cavens a call at 405-573-3048.
From the First Alert Weather Center, this is meteorologist Jonathan Condor with your KOCO 5 News weather forecast. A little cool out the door this morning, but then this afternoon, much warmer. We're going to look for a high about 80 degrees. We'll have a south wind, sustained 25 to 30, gusting about 40 to 45 miles an hour under a mostly sunny sky. Please be aware there's very high fire danger this afternoon and into the evening. Tonight, the winds stay up, overnight lows in about the mid-50s. Tomorrow will be warmer and the winds will be a little bit higher.
That was your certified most accurate forecast from KOCO5 First Alert Weather, brought to you by Cavens. Did you have a water emergency that you fear might turn into mold? Give Cavens Group a call at 405-573-3048 or visit cavensgroup.com today.
What's up, Ref Army? It's Dusty Dvorak, and I'm back. I'm excited to be back with the Ref and cannot wait to help bring the home of Sooner fans the best Sooner coverage. Catch me every Tuesday and Wednesday during the 10 a.m. hour of The Plank Show as I cut it up with Plank and Josh about everything in the world of Sooner and college football. That's every Tuesday and Wednesday on The Plank Show, and there's only one place to hear it. The Ref, the home of Sooner fans. Download the KRF app today to listen from anywhere.
Hey, it's Mike Steely here for Cavens Group. Has it ever happened to you? You get home from the weekend, you arrive back at work on Monday, and your office is full of water. Not good. Now we're in that time of the year where pipes or sprinkler lines will freeze, and this can lead to a ton of damage to your home or business. Plus, if it's not cleaned up properly, that can lead to even more costly repairs in the future. Call Cavens Group today at 405-573-3048 or visit cavensgroup.com.
Tired of feeling pressured by salespeople when shopping for auto insurance? At Right Way Insurance, there's no hard sell, just a clear, straightforward approach. We work with multiple insurance companies to give you the best options and rates with no gimmicks. You'll get the right coverage tailored to your needs, all while avoiding hidden fees and confusing policies. So if you're ready for a better experience with auto insurance, visit rightwayinsuranceok.com or call 405-607-6014 for your free quote today. Right Way Insurance, no pressure, just the right insurance for you.
Every moment counts if you're at risk or living with lung cancer. And anyone with lungs can get lung cancer. It causes more cancer deaths than breast, colon, and prostate combined. And while there may be moments where you question your next step, through it all, Go-To for Lung Cancer is here for you. We are your community. For screening, treatment, and survivorship support, Go-To is your go-to. Confronting lung cancer starts here. Visit goto.org.
We are back. It is the 68-team giveaway here at Buffalo Wild Wings, the I-35 South Service Road here in Moore. Thanks to Riverwind Casino, the Central Oklahoma GMC dealers, and Fast Signs, our lead sponsors. Great place to come grab lunch, grab some beverages, roll on out here, try and get your team. We've got a lot of great giveaways. Grand prizes, OU Texas weekend package, Riverwind package, PlayStation 5 plus a game, SEC baseball package, Sooner SEC games, of course, and over $20,000 in prizes, a lot of immediate prizes. So, Parker Thune, how you feeling? Feel good?
I feel great. Is my name in the tumbler there?
Only if
Do
you
I
pay
qualify for a
only
prize?
if you pay Perry Spencer, probably at least one C note, maybe more. So, let's call out our first winner to come get a team, Carter DeShields. Carter DeShields, if you're here, Carter DeShields. Wonder if he's related to Delino DeShields, former baseball player. Don't think so. Okay, Carter. Let's see.
I bet he gets Lipscomb.
You think so? How about Wofford? Let's see. 49. Number 49. Do we put these away? Where do we put these now? 49, and you get... Ooh, Norfolk State. They played
Carter.
Florida in the first round. You need one of the biggest upsets in the NCAA tournament's history. But there you go. Norfolk State, Florida in the first round.
Not a great draw to start us off. Not a great draw. But
blame that on Perry Spencer.
You brought up Wofford, man. If there's a 15-2 upset on this bracket, it's Wofford over Tennessee.
Wofford's been there, right?
Never trust
times.
Rick Barnes in March.
Yeah, he's got some issues in his past from March. All right, let's do two more. Let's do two more right here. We've got to give away 7 teams during our first hour. Next up is Jill Ash Page.
Jill.
Oh, Jill.
Bueller.
What is it? Jill Ashbaugh. Jill.
Oh,
there's Jill coming in, looking very confident. That's not Jill?
That's not Jill. Never mind.
That's not Jill. This happens inevitably every time you've got Jeff Baxter. Jeff, are you here? Jeff Skunk Baxter, are you here? There's Jill. All right, Jill.
Jill will be receiving team number 52.
52 for Jill. 52, ladies and gentlemen.
You're going to love this one, Steely.
The Sand Aggies of Texas Tech. The Red Raiders from Texas Tech. Were they like a 3-seed or a 4-seed? 3-seed, right?
Yep. Opening round matchup against UNC Wilmington.
The Seahawks of UNC Wilmington.
They're always tough in the tournament. They never win, but whoever they play, they typically play tough.
Jill, nothing against you, but I would love to see Tech go down early. I just don't like Lubbock, but we wish you the very best.
All
Jill
right.
kind of smiled and looked at me like, I'd like to kill you right now, if humanly possible. Scott Rainbond. Scott Rainbolts, yes. Scott Rainbolts. Having an old man read these.
Steely struggles to read handwriting in general, let alone his.
Scott Rainbolt. Yeah, we should hand him to Parker. Come on up here, Scott. Let's see who
Scott.
you get.
He gets team number 15.
All right, Scott. Kind of looks
number
like Bill
15.
Burr with a goatee. Let's go.
1-5.
1-5. Robert Morris.
Is that a person or a school?
Robert Morris. There you go, Robert Morris.
Robert Morris is a 16 seed. Are they playing in the first 4?
Maybe they are.
Or no, wait, they're a 15. They got Alabama. That's right.
Alabama. Robert Morris. So we've given away Texas Tech, Robert Morris, and Norfolk State. I think, are we saving some of these? Because T-Row and TJ, man, all the good teams are gone by the time
that's
we
what
get
they
here.
get for showing up last.
So it's T-Row's, this will be his last March Madness giveaway. So they're probably saving a couple good seeds, would be my guess.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's right.
That's going to be a sad, sad moment. All right, $100 Visa gift card from Reliance Bank. We want to thank Matt Klaus and his team at Reliance Bank. Reliance Bank, find out why their relationship banking matters at Reliance.bank. $100 Visa gift card. You'd rather have that than Norfolk State. And this is
Roland Baza, B-A-Z-A.
Roland Baza or Roland Baza?
Roland.
Roland. Somebody
Mr.
go
Baza.
get Roland. Roland Baza.
Oh, look at that. There we go.
There's
there he
Roland
is.
right in here. There's Roland Baza. Is it Roland? Okay, Roland Baza. You know what you got? You just got yourself a $100 Visa gift card. Would you rather have that than Norfolk State?
I mean, that pays
Robert
for your
Morris?
lunch and then some. I don't know what Norfolk State's getting you.
Oh, man. Okay, so that's it for this segment, right? We're good? We cleared this segment. We have 4 more teams to give away.
A lot of teams, a lot of prizes, a lot of free money being given away today after Buffalo Wild Wings.
What is your favorite NCAA tournament moment? If you had
favorite
one?
NCAA tournament
Favorite
moment?
Run by a team or
Oh, man.
one moment?
St. Peter's was so much fun in 2022 because, like, you watched them. They weren't good. They just found a way. They didn't even have athletes. They didn't even have above-average players. They managed to find ways to win.
They did, yeah.
3 times over to get to the Elite Eight, and then, of course, the magic ran out, or I should say the hourglass ran out, and they wound up falling there. But that, to me, is the most memorable NCAA tournament run of my lifetime because, you think about C.J. McCollum and Lehigh upsetting Duke. You think about Dunk City and Florida Gulf Coast, Sherwood Brown. Think even, UMBC, that upset over Virginia, that was a very memorable one, but that one wasn't even close, man. They just took it to UVA that night. They had everything working for them. But what was cool about St. Peter's is it feels like St. Peter's encapsulated the chaos of March more so than any singular team ever has because, again, they were just a bunch of average dudes that have futures as financial planners that managed to get in their best form for one very memorable run through the tournament field all the way to the Elite Eight. So I would say the most memorable moment of my lifetime has to be the Chris Jenkins 3 to win the title for Villanova at the buzzer.
That was an amazing game.
2017?
Amazing game, no doubt. For me, I'm such a dinosaur. I go back to the 80s. Houston, NC State, Jim Valvano. They had to win the ACC tournament just to get there. And other teams kept missing free throws, and North Carolina State kept finding a way. The Houston-Louisville semifinal game, the Doctors of Dunk versus Phi Slamma Jamma, one of the greatest semifinal games of all time there in Albuquerque. NC State played a ho-hum game and beat Georgia in the other semifinal, but everybody was saying, the winner of this game is going to easily win the national championship. Well, think about no shot clock. Think about, Derek Wittenberg again missing the shot, but Lorenzo Charles being there to slam it home. Clyde Drexler getting in early foul trouble. That one was huge. Michael Jordan as a freshman the year before hitting the shot to beat Georgetown in New Orleans. Lexington, Kentucky, when that Villanova team beat had a Cinderella game and beats Patrick Ewing and that Georgetown team right there at Rupp Arena. So many great moments. Now, me, back in my day, the quality was a lot better.
Was there a three-point line back in your day?
The three-point line in the 80s, I think, did it come around in was it 89 maybe? I'm trying to think back. Somebody will help us out on the text line. Grayson can look that up. But for the longest time, no, you didn't have it. You didn't have it. But what you did have was players, for the most part, staying at their school for at least 3 years, unless you were Michael Jordan or, you left early, Dominic Williams, somebody like that. Magic, of course, Isaiah Thomas left early. But most of the, you kind of knew who the players were coming back. You got a chance to hate Christian Laettner for 4 years, and Bobby Hurley and Grant Hill and those guys. So, but the great thing is the tournament's still a tournament, right? It's about the upsets. It's about being able to watch the games all day Thursday and Friday with your buddies into the evening. And then, just having a great time watching the entire March Madness.
Steely,
all right,
it was the 1986 season.
86?
Yeah,
wow.
That's the first season of the three-point line in college.
Wasn't it like 19 feet 9 inches or something, the first one? I think it, like the top of the key, the little circle, I think the three-point line was just inside that. So there you go. All right, 405-651-3439, Knippelmeyer Chevrolet text line. You want to hit us up, Grayson can handle that. We got Blake Gamble handling the YouTube chat today. Search us on YouTube at KREF Sports. That's KREF Sports. And 405-651-3439 on the Knippelmeyer Chevrolet text line. Also over the weekend, great weekend for OU softball in Fayetteville. They sweep that 3-game set. Sam Landry, unbelievable. Gabby Garcia, pretty darn good. You think about what Bella Emmerling did. She was in on the Plank Show with us in the studios this morning at the Ref. Mammoth home run. And Nellie McEnroe-Marinas. They look great. Parker, they're 26-0, undefeated in the conference, obviously. They have East Texas A&M coming up Wednesday at Loves Field. Then they have to go to Columbia for a 3-game set at Missouri Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But they just keep rolling. It's amazing.
I'm not even shocked at this point, Steely. It's just like, okay, wake me up whenever they do lose, because we know what to expect from OU softball. Every single year it's a new cast of characters. And granted, there were some larger questions this offseason than there had been in previous off seasons because of some of the key pieces that you lost, right? Jada Coleman, Kinsey Hansen, Nicole May, those gals that had never not won a national championship in their collegiate careers. But Patty Gasso is the key cog in the machine. As long as Patty Gasso is running the operation in Norman, Oklahoma, I'm going to assume that the Sooners will be taking home the title in June until proven otherwise.
Yeah, and you look at what's going on right now. Sam Landry's been incredible, the pickup from Louisiana through the portal. I love the fact that she wears the studious glasses and everything, and she's just a total badass out of the mound. Just has been unbelievable. And, I just think this team, you look at what they're doing, they more and more believe it's the OU way, and as you mentioned, more than anything else, it's the Patty Gasso way. And Skip and company won 2 of 3 in Columbia, South Carolina. What a great comeback victory in 10 innings yesterday to get that done. They will play UT Arlington coming up Wednesday night, 6:30 at Mitchell Park. And then they host their first ever SEC series, conference series against Mississippi State coming up Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Ooh, I wonder how Bulldogs fans will travel for that one because they are rabid.
Yeah, they are. I can remember all the way back to the days of Will Clark and Rafael Palmeiro, Thunder and Lightning. Bobby Thigpen was on that team. That was a heck of a team. And they love their baseball in Starkville, but they'll be coming to Norman this weekend. And a great win for the Thunder last night without J-Dub, without Lou Dort. Remember, they got beat pretty soundly by Milwaukee in the NBA Cup final. They roll out last night, and they take down the Bucks in Milwaukee by 16 points. They dominated the game, SGA with 31. I thought Isaiah Hartenstein maybe had his best game as a Thunder player, 24 points, 12 boards, 11 of 15. What a great assist maker he is, too. Isaiah Joe had a big game. The Thunder next in action against the Philadelphia team coming up Wednesday night at the Paycom Palace.
Hey, I want to point something out to you, Steely. You see Trevor Laffoon here? Trevor, turn around.
I do.
Take a look at Trevor's hat.
Upside down?
You're going to love the design on his hat. It's text that is upside down. It says Sooners, but it says Sooners upside down.
You're trying to bait me, aren't you?
What do you think of that?
I'm not a fan of the upside down hat. I'm a fan of Trevor for the most part. He's solid, but I'm kidding. But I don't understand the upside down hat deal.
Frankly, I don't understand it either.
If you're above 40, you probably just don't get it, right? And when you're 60 plus, you're angry about pretty much everything.
I would love to know the origin of that trend, because it is like a legit trend in the fashion industry. Like the upside down text hats, they're very prominent these days.
Yeah.
But I have no idea where that started. Like, we know where those big oversized caps.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen those? Those started with Brian Robinson, the Commanders running back. I want to say fall of 2022 or maybe 23. He wore one of those in his post-game press availability.
Kelly's been wearing one of those, too.
Yeah, there you go. But I have no idea what started the trend of upside-down text on hats.
You know me, I'm not a trendy guy. I don't like trends.
He still wears a Big 8 conference hat, folks. That's what he's wearing right now.
That's right, old school, baby. Super 70 Sports Store. Good luck, though. It's usually sold out. All right, we're here at Buffalo Wild Wings, I-35 Service Road in Moore. Come on out and see us. Thanks to our lead sponsors, of course, Buffalo Wild Wings, the one and only Riverwind Casino. Get out and play with your wild card today for the big Friday night drawings and the Golden Clovers giveaway coming up Friday night. We want to thank the Central Oklahoma GMC dealers and the Buick GMC dealers and Fast Signs as well. Come on out and see us here at the Buffalo Wild Wings. We've only given away 3 teams. We have 65 left. We'll give away 3 more and another $100 Visa gift card when we get back right here on the Ref.
A true Sooner fan wouldn't be caught dead without the KREF app. Join the Army. Get the app. Tell your friends. This is the Ref, where diehard Sooner fans listen.
Speaking of technology, did you know that RK Black is an authorized dealer for Kyocera copiers? And the Kyocera copiers aren't just copiers. They're smart devices that can scan, print, fax, and email your documents with ease and security. Even better, they're backed by RK Black's award-winning service team that is built on nearly 70 years of taking great care of our clients. Whether you need a desktop printer or a multifunction copier, RK Black has the right product for you. Let's get the conversation started. Give us a call at 943-9800 or visit us at rkblack.com.
OU softball, baseball, and gymnastics offer great opportunities for you to get out for some exciting action and support your Sooners. Going to an OU event or game? Balfour of Norman on Campus Corner invites you to stop by and get some new OU gear. Whether it's a softball jersey with your favorite player or just a new lucky shirt or hat to wear to the game, Balfour has everything you need to be in style and showing your colors. Cheer for the Sooners in the best and newest styles in Sooner sportswear. Locally owned for more than 45 years, Balfour continues to be Sooner fans' favorite OU store and has everything you need. Balfour has the latest styles and fashion trends for men, women, and children. You can find something for every Sooner fan. When it comes to hats, they have you covered with more than 100 styles to choose from. Even OU socks, so you're literally covered from head to toe. Graduation is right around the corner. They have OU diploma frames in stock. Or you can always get a gift card so they can choose the perfect gift for themselves. Come see us on the corner or shop online at crimsonproud.com, where you will find everything Sooner.
A luxury experience awaits you at the Artesian Hotel, Casino, and Spa. Relax in one of our elegant suites, complete with exclusive dining options. Take a trip to the Soulrenity Spa and let your cares melt away, or enjoy upscale shopping in our many boutiques. And don't forget to explore your gaming options for your chance to win big. Find your luxury experience at the Artesian Hotel, Casino, and Spa, 1001 West 1st Street, Sulphur, Oklahoma. Call 1-855-455-5255 or visit artesianhotel.com for complete details.
What is a good neighbor? It's someone nearby who helps make your life a little easier. I'm State Farm Agent Julia Chu, and my team and I take time to understand your insurance and financial needs. So whether you're preparing for retirement or in need of auto, home, life, or business insurance, get the kind of help you'd expect from a good neighbor. Visit the Julia Chu Agency or call 329-3311. Come visit at our new location, 701 Wall Street, Norman.
I'm Gina Mitchell of Mitchell's Jewelry. Our showroom is home to classic favorites like diamond earrings and pearl strands, plus cool watches from Michelle and Shinola, and cases full of the latest trends. We are known for our engagement rings and love giving our customers every option, straight from our cases or in their very own custom design, with natural diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, or colored gemstones. Shop with us in-store or shop our website or Instagram. Mitchell's Jewelry in the heart of Norman at 2201 West Main Street.
Would you like to play a more active role in your health? At Hightower Clinical, we believe all Oklahomans should have access to new potential treatment options through clinical trial participation. Our team wants to support you with the best care possible through clinical trials. No health insurance is required. Compensation is available for eligible study participants, and study care is provided at no cost.
Having the chance to go through a trial and find out if something works for them and makes their life easier, I would recommend them do it.
To learn more, scan this QR code and visit our website.
They say if you don't like the weather in Oklahoma, wait 5 minutes and check it again. No, not there yet. Ah, that's more like it. Being comfortable is important, and if it's -5 degrees or 100 degrees, Norman Air has you covered. Our impeccable quality and unbeatable service is what sets us apart from our competitors. It's just part of our mission to keep Oklahoma comfortable. Visit normanair.com for all your heating, air, plumbing, and electrical needs. Norman Air, service to the max.
We are back here at the Buffalo Wild Wings and more off the I-35, South I-35 Service Road. Come on out and see us. We're going to give away 3 more teams right now. Then we're going to give away a $100 Visa gift card, courtesy of our friend David Goodspeed at OEC Fiber. And we're going to give away $25 worth of Buffalo Wild Wings. All right, the number, Parker Thune, is?
Team number 65 will be awarded to Jamie Yoder. Jamie Yoder. Oh, look at him right here in the front with the tie-dye.
That's very nice. That man loves Jerry Garcia.
What a look that is. Team number 65 for Jamie. Team number 65.
Come on, Jamie. Let's go. San Diego State. San Diego State. San Diego.
Got a first 4 team off the board.
San Diego.
Pass that to Perry for me.
Jamie, are you a Grateful Dead person? Looks like he would be a big Grateful Dead fan. You just assume that if they have tie-dye. Okay, 405-651-3439. We're going to some text here in a minute. Okay, here we go.
Look at this.
Ryan Gray.
You sure there was no favoritism shown here? No partiality?
None. There is
Ryan Gray
is
a
relative, but
allegedly a distant relative of Steely's.
There's no cheating. I don't cheat.
Okay, well, Ryan's going to be receiving team number 43. Team number 43 on the big board.
43. Okay. The Tennessee Volunteers.
No, he gets Rick Barnes.
There you go, Tennessee.
What a brutal stroke of luck.
Tennessee. There you go, Ryan. That's not bad.
They're a 2 seed.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay, we're going to give away one more team. Then we're going to give away a $100 Visa gift card, courtesy of OEC Fiber. And we'll give away $25 worth of Buffalo Wild Wings. All right, up next. You want to try that one?
What is that first name? It's another Yoder. John Yoder? Someone else with the last name Yoder.
John Yoder? The Yoders are here.
Oh, there he is, right there in the front.
Here. You got one in a Titleist cap, and you got Jamie in the Grateful Dead, officially sponsored by the Grateful Dead, which is very nice.
The Yoders are cleaning house. It'll be team number 11 for John. Team number 11.
All right, let's see what
team number 11 on the big board is.
The Antelopes of Grand Canyon University.
GCU. Let's go.
Grand Canyon.
I got them in the Sweet 16, I think.
Grand
As
Canyon.
a 13 seed.
There you go.
You know who the head coach is?
Give me a hint.
A March hero of years gone by.
Billy Gillespie. No, who is it?
1996. He had one shining moment.
Kevin Ollie. No, that was later.
Former Valpo guard Bryce Drew.
Bryce Drew is. That's right. Bryce Drew, and that happened in Oklahoma City.
That's right.
Against
here in OKC.
Ansu Cisse and Ole Miss. Okay, so the OEC Fiber $100 Visa gift card. Thank you to our friend David Goodspeed and his team at OEC Fiber, connecting you to the future with service you can rely on at OEC Fiber. Ashley Hebert.
There you go.
Ashley,
bear, perhaps?
Maybe. Ashley It's either Hebert or Hebert. Depends on if she's from Louisiana.
Are you from Oklahoma or
not.
Louisiana?
What's that? Bring your ID, by the way. Ashley Hebert or Hebert? Hebert.
Look at that.
Wonder if she's related to Bobby Hebert, former NFL quarterback. New Orleans and somewhere else, way back in the day. All right, that's pretty good. Ashley, you won a $100 Visa gift card courtesy of OEC Fiber. And again, that is better than getting Norfolk State. So there you go. All right, so is that – I think that's going to wrap it for – we got the $25 to Buffalo Wild Wings we have to give away. Okay, yeah, you can apply this towards your tab here, $25 to Buffalo Wild Wings.
The amount of jokes we've made at Norfolk State's expense. Carter, who got Norfolk State, he's just sitting there like, they keep crapping on my team.
Carter, I'd love to just give you this, man, if I could.
Jessica Lance.
Jessica Lance. Jessica Lance.
Jessica Lance is our winner.
Jessica Lance.
She is coming from the lobby. We were told there she is. Look at that.
Very most popular winner so far. How about that?
There was a round of applause for her when she entered the room.
They were very happy.
She must be a person of influence.
$25 to Buffalo Wild Wings to apply to your tab. You know, I'm still thinking that Jamie Yoder might be the guy to party with today. He looks like the guy. Just saying. He looks like he'd knock back a couple pints of Guinness. You know, maybe. I don't know.
A magnificent beard as well.
Maybe again. It is.
When are you going to grow one out?
You know, my deal is there are two options. It comes in all gray. White does not look good.
Are you afraid of the gray?
I am. And the only other option is to do Ryan Day and do that, just for men where it's jet black and it's horrible.
Listen, you got to embrace the gray. You got to get on your Steely Claws vibes.
Maybe down the road, but not right now. All right, Grayson, Knippelmeyer Chevrolet text line. What do we have? And then we'll check in with Blake on the YouTubes coming up here. Grayson Singleton back in the Buffalo Wild Wings studios.
Let's go, boys. Let's start with Drew England. Going back to the conversation of your best March Madness tournament memories, 1997 Arizona Wildcats came into the tournament as a 4 seed and beat 3 number 1s on their way to a national title. Members on that team included Mike Bibby, Miles Simon, and Jason the Jet Terry, and the legendary Hall of Fame coach Lute Olson.
Yeah, and really was Miles Simon who was pretty much the hero back in the day for Arizona. Yeah, and then the Sooners had some battles. They had big tournament win over Arizona back in the day as well. Lute Olson, that dude, he could coach. They had Steve Kerr, that 88 team that the Sooners beat in the Final Four. Steve Kerr, Nate McMillan, Sean Elliott, Anthony Cook. And the Sooners beat that really good Arizona team. Okay, what else do we have? Knippelmeyer Chevrolet text line.
Spence and Tulsa, 2018 UMBC beat number 1 Virginia. They lost in the round of 32, but there wasn't a soul outside of Manhattan, Kansas, touting against them. Y'all remember that one?
Oh, yeah. Virginia was not very well liked. Pretty boring, right? Although they did beat Texas Tech, denied Texas Tech a championship.
They did.
They came
and
back
for
and
that
won
we
the
are
title
grateful.
Yes,
if
we are.
the Sand Aggies had won a natty, I'm not sure Steely would have made it. I'm not sure. Steely might have crashed out, as the kids say.
No doubt. No doubt about it. All right, let's work a few more in.
Virginia did play a very bland brand of basketball, though.
Brutal.
They really kind of, Tony Bennett retired now, and so maybe things have changed. I don't know. I don't follow Virginia basketball very closely, but they always won. It was just really, really exhausting to watch because there was nothing exciting about it whatsoever.
They did have a couple NBA guys on those teams, though.
Yeah, they did.
DeAndre Hunter, Ty Jerome, Kyle Guy got a run in the NBA for a little bit.
Yeah, true.
One-star.
All right, let's work.
One-star Puerto Rican Sooner. Your favorite team should never be upside down. I have a hat that says horns down, and the horns is upside down like it should be.
That's when the upside-down hat trend is acceptable.
That's true.
If it's a horns down hat, that is acceptable. By the way, I did some internet research.
Mm-hmm.
I found out the origin of the upside-down text hat trend. Is this company that's tied to Dallas? Like their big thing is
really
Dallas sports teams and Dallas sports hats. And the reason why they started doing the one that became so popular with the upside-down text was to symbolize the upside-down feeling of the world during the COVID pandemic. So there you go.
That is totally stupid. But you know me, I've always been. I can't think of maybe as a kid, on the latest toy or anything. But pretty much anything trendy, I stay away from it because I don't want to be trendy. Is that stupid? I don't know why, but I'm like, all right.
You don't want to be a follower.
No, I hate that. I despise that. You know who does that? The attention-seeking clowns.
Here we go.
They love the trends. They love the trends. They want to follow everybody else. Why? They're the attention-seeking clowns. That's
Folks,
why.
check the time, 12:51 p.m. The Old Man Rant is arriving early today.
That's right. This could be a live Old Man event today. All right. What do we have from Blake on the YouTubes?
Yeah, Steelman. So far in her poll, as far as favorite Cinderella teams in March Madness over the last decade, 50% of voters have said Dunk City from Florida Gulf Coast. In second place so far, it's a tie between St. Peter's and Loyola Chicago. Also have asked, generally, how far do you think OU men's or women's hoops teams will go? Stevo Rollo has said he thinks the men's team is going to make it to the Sweet 16, and the women are going to the Final Four.
There you go. Optimism. They'd have to get by UConn, Jenny Baranczyk and company in that bracket. But, get out and support the Sooner women. They will be playing Saturday at 1:30 against Florida Gulf Coast. And then Jenny could be playing against her alma mater, Iowa, on Monday.
I bet she's eager for that grudge match.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Sooners and UConn Friday night, 8:25 on TNT. Ian Eagle, Bill Raftery, Grant Hill, Tracy Wolfson on the call. That's a great broadcast crew, particularly when you think about some of the doofuses who've called games on the SEC network.
And there have been some doofuses.
There have been some real doofuses, no doubt. I don't think it means more in the SEC when it comes to great broadcasting teams. Apparently it means less there. It means less. All right. Trying to think what else. We talked about this earlier. If you're a Sooner football fan, Jonathan Hatton, 4-star running back out of the state of Texas, making his decision on Saturday. Previously had been a long-held Oklahoma commitment, then decommitted, but is going to make a decision Saturday, and it looks like it's going to be OU.
That it does.
And tell me about maybe the style of running back, this kid, what kind of kid is he? And obviously he's a 4-star, so it would be a big get again for OU.
Yeah, he's a very, very developed running back prospect. Already about 6'1", 215, 220 pounds. He might be even heavier at this point. I don't know what kind of weight he's put on this offseason, but really big, really physically imposing. I mean, the easy comparison to make, if you're just looking at the way that he runs and also the jersey number that he wears, he kind of looks like a poor man's Adrian Peterson in a certain sense.
I'll take that.
Not really fair to throw anybody in the same conversation as like a directly adjacent player comparison, but Jonathan Hatton is the number 136 overall player in the country. He's been a very productive back for Cibolo Steele High School ever since his freshman year of high school. And, of course, the big question with a guy like that is, when you are so developed, when you are so advanced at that level, at that age, how much more is there to squeeze out of a guy like that? And so that's kind of my only question with Hatton. I think, to me, he's a very high floor guy at the collegiate level. It remains to be seen what the ceiling is.
Kind of rare, though, that when somebody decommits that they come back. I mean, it happens.
It does happen.
It doesn't happen a lot, but this would be great for Oklahoma. That decision coming down Saturday. All right, we're here at the Buffalo Wild Wings 68 team giveaway. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Thanks to our title sponsors, Riverwind Casino, Fowler Automotive, Cavens Group, Central Oklahoma Buick, GMC Dealers, and Fast Signs. We have another hour to go, and we've got a lot more teams to give away, plus gift cards, We've got over $20,000 worth of prizes. We got a cool group out here already. We'd love to see you out here as well. And we're going to be doing this until the end of the evening tonight, right here on the Ref. Come get your team. We have another hour to go. Keep it right here on the Ref.
Sound off any time of day on the Knippelmeyer Chevrolet text line at 405-651-3439. Right here on the home of Sooner fans, the Ref Sports Radio Network.
Looking for a trusted, locally owned and operated roofing company in Oklahoma? Black Thunder Roofing is a top-rated Home Advisor Elite Service Award winner and recipients of multiple Angie Superior Service Awards. They can do it all. Black Thunder also does free inspections and estimates. Locally operated in Norman and Edmond, Black Thunder Roofing serves OKC's metro area south of Purcell, Noble, Blanchard, as well as Yukon, Mustang, Bethany, and Piedmont. Visit blackthunderroofing.com or call 405-473-8028 for your free estimate today.
Imagine one step, and suddenly a fall turns into a fracture. For many, osteoporosis is a hidden threat, weakening bones silently until it's too late. At the Ortho Central Bone Health Clinic, we believe in personalized care to keep bones strong and resilient. Led by advanced practitioner Amanda Boyd, our team specializes in detection and personalized treatment plans, from bone density testing to strengthening bones after a fracture. Take charge of your bone health today. Call Ortho Central's Bone Health Clinic and let's build better bones together.
Dreaming of your own backyard oasis? Be the envy of your neighborhood and let Signature Custom Pools help you create the perfect poolside paradise. Their professional design expertise can transport you into your own Mystic Falls, suburban sanctuary, or Mediterranean retreat. Settle into an endless vacation, entertain your family, friends, and get the signature touch with Signature Custom Pools. Call them for a free consultation at 405-898-9098 or visit them online at signaturecustompools.com today.
Want a chance to win big with your bracket this March? The Refs Bracket Challenge is back in 2025, and we are once again the home of winning big amidst the madness this March.
Why don't you explain this to me like I'm 5?
Just visit kref.com/bracket and click the link to join the Refs Bracket Challenge to see if you have what it takes to best our hosts and the rest of the Ref Army for a chance at March glory.
Do it! Just do it!
The Refs 2025 Bracket Challenge is brought to you by Louie's Grill and Bar. Louie's Grill and Bar is the perfect spot to watch your bracket look brilliant or get busted this March. Visit louisgrillandbar.com for a location near you. Make the right call. Join the Refs Bracket Challenge by March 20th before games tip off, and you'll have a chance to win big, courtesy of Louie's Grill and Bar, the home of Sooner fans and the home for the best giveaways this March.
Fowler Automotive is proud to be a part of your community, where our passion and values lie far beyond the showroom. We believe that families, sports, art, and culture are at the heart of every thriving community, and it's important to us that we help build the communities that our dealerships call home. Stop by any of our 6 Oklahoma dealerships to see the Fowler Standard hard at work. We pride ourselves on being friendly, helpful, honest, and fair. This is what drives us every day. Fowler Automotive, a proud partner of OU Athletics.
Hi, this is Lisa Talley, broker and owner of Aria Real Estate Group. Aria Real Estate Group is Norman's premier full-service commercial and residential real estate brokerage and leasing and management firm. With our team of real estate agents, specialized property managers, and in-house maintenance team, Aria is here for you in every capacity. Whether you're a seller, a buyer, an investor, or a renter, we can help. Please explore our website at ariagroupok.com. Aria Real Estate Group, the gold standard of real estate.
Life can be complicated, but saving money shouldn't be. At OU Federal Credit Union, they make saving simple and stress-free. The best part? They have no hidden fees. Joining OUFCU means you're in control of your financial future. Whether it's a rainy day fund or saving for that dream vacation, they've got you covered. Visit OUFCU.com or come by one of their branches today. OU Federal Credit Union, where savings is simple and dreams come true. Member savings insured up to $250,000 by the NCUA.
You're listening to the home of Sooner fans, KREF, Norman, Oklahoma, and streaming live on the KREF app. The Ref Sports Radio Network.
All right, let's go into hour number 2 here at Buffalo Wild Wings, I-35 South Service Road in Moore. 68 team giveaway, combining it with St. Patrick's Day. You can't beat it. We've got green Ref 68 team giveaway T-shirts out here, which are pretty nice. I like them. I like them a lot. And we'd love to see you out here. Enjoy yourself. Have a great lunch or a dinner this evening, and come hang out with us. Have yourself a cold one if you partake. And sit back and hopefully get one of the best teams in the tournament. And if you don't, you can also get these amazing other prizes we're giving away, like these $100 Visa gift cards. Parker Thune, it's the place to be.
It is certainly the place to be, Steely. Are we ready to give more away? Is
Let's
that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Let
me spin the I don't even know what you call this thing. All right. I have another little bead with a number on it. The number is 20. Team number 20 will be awarded to
Sheila Taylor.
That's an easy one to read. Sheila has good handwriting.
Sheila Taylor, yes, very good penmanship. Sheila Taylor, probably the best penmanship we've seen. I can hear the song "Oh Sheila" right now. Sheila, where are you? Sheila Taylor. Oh Sheila. Again, we could play it, but we sold out to YouTube.
Oh, is this Sheila?
Yes, there it is. Was that on purpose?
It's 20, Team 20.
Team 20 for Sheila. Sheila's got, that's the St. Patrick's Day spirit right there. No doubt. The UCLA Bruins for Sheila.
Not bad, not bad.
There you go.
There's some Sweet 16 potential there. Shoot, maybe Elite 8. They get Rick Barnes in the round of 32. Should they knock off Utah State in the round of 64?
Maybe the best St. Patrick's Day spirit we've seen so far. T-shirts, hats, adding a ref T-shirt as well now to the fashion repertoire. So there you go. All right, let's give away another team. 2 teams and 1 gift card. 2 turntables and a microphone. Next up is Cliff Clement. Oh, see, that looks like a Y to me, but it is a T. You're right. Cliff Clement. Cliff Clement.
There he is. There's
All
Cliff.
All right, Cliff, you can do it. Get on up here and get your 1 seed. I'm feeling it. This is going to be a 1 seed.
Are you guaranteeing it?
Not guaranteeing it.
Okay, Cliff's going to be receiving team number 42. Team number 42.
75% guaranteeing it.
42. 42 for Cliff.
The Arizona Wildcats.
Look at that. I've got him in the Elite 8.
The Arizona Wildcats.
4 seed in that East region.
There you go, Cliff. Cliff Clements. And finally, we've got to give away another $100 Visa gift card. And I think this one's going to be courtesy of Armstrong Bank, if I'm not mistaken. We want to thank our great sponsors out here. We've got so many great sponsors. Riverwind, they're the best. Riverwind Casino, thank you, Justin and Company. Fowler Automotive, Cavens Group, Central Oklahoma, Buick GMC, and Fast Signs. Great folks sponsoring. Wow, this is what is in there? Seems like it's like 5 gift cards in there. $100 Visa gift card from Armstrong Bank. Thanks to Josh Edge and Adam Hurst at Armstrong Bank, or Community Bank. And that's where the strength runs in their family at Armstrong Bank. Great reputation. $100 Visa gift card courtesy of Armstrong Bank going to Anthony Taylor. Anthony Taylor. $100 Visa gift card from Armstrong Bank for Anthony Taylor.
There he is.
There's Anthony, a $100 Visa gift card. He's wearing a Sooner cap. He looks like a good, solid Sooner. And he's good to go with a $100 Visa gift card courtesy of Armstrong Bank. Okay, we'll give away some more here in a little bit. By the way, thank you to Hightower Clinical for sponsoring our second hour. Clinical trial opportunities. You know what they do around the metro area. They've got a bunch of different trial opportunities for you. If you need more information, get online at hightowerclinical.com. What's going on in spring football? What's the buzz?
Well, there's not much of it lately because the team is on break right now.
Right.
They're not going to practice again until next Monday. They practice, I can't recall whether it was Friday or Saturday, they had their last practice before sending the team on a break in excess of a week so that everybody can observe spring break if they so desire. So they will reconvene next Monday to get back on the practice field. Until then, though, it'll be Doug and Norman has appeared.
Doug has appeared. There he is.
Present.
He's wearing an LSU jersey. There he is right there. The one and only Doug. Pretty nice. All right, so couple names. Hearing a little bit about, there's been so much talk about Fasusi, and rightly so, but Ryan Foje, very highly rated 4-star, and there's some people that are saying this kid looks like the real deal also.
You heard Gabe Eichert talking about
I did, yes.
Yeah.
And if Gabe speaks about a player on the O-line, well, pretty much, any player on the roster, but especially in the O-line, I'm like, Gabe sees something, there's got to be something there.
When it comes to O-line, Gabe is certainly the authority. He played it at quite a high level for the University of Oklahoma. All-American, right?
Yeah.
Was he not a first-team All-American? I believe so. So you'll take his word for it when it comes to offensive line in general. And, yeah, he really likes Ryan Foje. I think most really like Ryan Foje. He was a top 100 prospect in last year's cycle. And the thing you appreciate about that kid is there was no hullabaloo when it came to his recruitment process. He visited Oklahoma last February, decided, you know what, I'm done. I want to be a Sooner. Shut it down. Never took another visit. His only OV was to Oklahoma. Signed with the program in December. And now, yes, he's doing some very nice things on the practice field for Oklahoma here in the spring of 2025. What's interesting, or I should say what will be interesting to see, is whether or not he winds up a tackle or a guard in the long term, because he's got the capability to play both. Fasusi's a left tackle. You don't question that. But is Ryan Foje your right tackle, or does he maybe project better to guard? Be interesting to see how Bill Bedenbaugh manages that.
How about Ryan Foje at one guard and EPL at the other guard?
I would take that all day, every day.
Yes,
please.
From Romulus on the Twitter machine, favorite all-time UConn player. Definitely Ray Allen for me. Ray Allen would be the guy. And I was thinking about that today because I was thinking about how they're a blue blood now, and really they've done it in the last 25 years. It's not quite like Miami's run in football when I think Miami won 5 titles in like a 18-year span, and had some great teams. But UConn was not a blue blood. And, you're thinking about UCLA. Only UCLA and Kentucky have won more titles. They tied, I think it was North Carolina at 6. But I was thinking about, all right, great UConn players. Ray Allen, Rip Hamilton, NBA champion, Pistons. We were talking about Shabazz Napier, who was a MVP in the Final Four. I remember LeBron saying, we got to go get this kid. And they drafted him in the first round of Miami. Now, he ends up playing like 6 years. Maybe it was 7. He played with the Heat. He played with the Blazers. He played with the Wizards and Orlando and a bunch of other teams. He's playing over in Europe now. But LeBron wanted him because he saw what he did in the NCAA tournament. Very average NBA player. Rudy Gay, Kemba Walker, Caron Butler, Emeka Okafor, Ben Gordon, Jeremy Lamb, who played with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh, I remember him.
And I'm trying to think. Hashim Thabit.
Oh, my goodness.
Who turned out to be a bust in the NBA.
He was enormous. He played in OKC, too, didn't he?
He did. I think he had a short stand in OKC.
Was he on that team that went to the finals against the Heat?
I don't remember if he was on that team. Somebody listening may let me know.
By the way, you know who has mastered the St. Patrick's Day spirit? That man right there, Connor Pasby. Look at him. Red hair, red beard, green T-shirt. That looks like a man that's going to absolutely devour some corned beef and cabbage
You put
tonight.
a green top hat on him and put him in that leprechaun suit, he could pull it off. And Doug from Norman brought his old school Pete Maravich LSU jersey, which is very nice. Very nice. So, okay, Jim Calhoun wins 3 titles. Dan Hurley, who's a psycho, has already won 2 back-to-back, obviously. And you think about the basketball family he's from. His dad, Bob Hurley Sr., St. Anthony in Jersey City, New Jersey, one of the best high school programs in the history of high school basketball. Bobby, of course, point guard at Duke, coaching at Arizona State. But he is There's something wrong with his medulla oblongata. This guy, I mean, he goes off half-cocked all the time. Remember out in Maui when he turned to the official and said, "Don't walk away from me. I'm the best effing coach in college basketball." I mean, there's something.
The chutzpah.
I mean, he's done a heck of a job. All right, you remember who won the other natty as a coach for UConn?
Yeah, it was Kevin Ollie.
That's right.
Yeah, Kevin Ollie.
Another guy with the Oklahoma City Thunder back in the day. Kevin Ollie was on the roster, and I'm trying to remember if he was an assistant coach. But, yeah, Kevin Ollie won the other one. So pretty amazing to do what they did in this span since 1999. Okay, 405-651-3439.
If you want another reason to hate Dan Hurley, he was the head coach of the Rhode Island team that ended Trey Young's only season as an Oklahoma
He was
Sooner.
at Rhode Island. That's exactly right, before he got to UConn. Did a heck of a job there. All right, Grayson is back in the Buffalo Wild Wings studios. We are here at Buffalo Wild Wings, I-35 South Service Road location and more for our annual 68 team giveaway. And this year just happens to pair with St. Patrick's Day, which makes it even cooler. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, Grayson, what's happening on the Knippelmeyer Chevrolet text line?
5-star Gunny. Connor is too tall to be a leprechaun.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
Reformed Homer says, who will OU play in the Sweet 16, Maryland or Memphis? Assuming they get that far.
I got GCU in the Sweet 16 right now.
You going with the Antelopes?
The Lopes, baby.
There you go. I forgot Bryce Drew was there.
Yeah, well, he won't be there for too much longer at this rate.
That's the old man memory because I have him in our yearly basketball pool where we draft 11 teams, and I got Grand Canyon. I picked him like the 4th round.
You remember the name of the play that sprung him for that shot in OKC?
I should.
They called it Pacer.
And his dad, Homer Drew, was the coach.
That's right.
In Ole Miss, I still remember their best player was Ansu Cisse. I also remember, I think that was the year that all the national people were complaining on their radio shows what a dump the Myriad was.
Was it a dump?
Yes,
okay,
absolutely.
Well.
Absolutely it was. So, can't believe this place. This place is a dump. But there have been some pretty good games, in the NCAA tournament in Oklahoma City, and they'll be hosting next year, by the way. All right, Grayson, what do we have on the Knippelmeyer Chevrolet text line?
Oh, this one's coming for you, Steely. Jesse G on the text line. If the Masters put out an upside-down hat, Steely would own 5 of them.
I showed him. It's hilarious Jesse brings that up.
Did.
I showed him an upside-down Augusta hat in the last break, and he said, okay, if I were to buy one, it would probably be that one.
That's right.
Everybody
That's exactly the way the conversation went down, and that would be one I might consider, yes.
Everybody has their breaking point.
I guess that's true. What else do we have?
Dan in Madison, Mississippi, Keith Carter, the old Ole Miss athletic director, was one of the best players on that team.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but I trust you. I trust you on that one. Okay, let's work a couple more in.
Jimmy at Edmonds, Sooners men's basketball, I say one and done at best. The women, I say Sweet 16.
The women are going to have a chance to go to the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Jenny Baranchek's going to have to get through her Iowa Hawkeyes to do so. But that's very feasible.
Caitlin Clark's not walking through that door.
No, she is not. She certainly is not. So, yes, the women certainly have a chance to get to the Sweet 16. I mean, I think if you're the men right now, you win one game in the tournament, you're pleased with that outcome because you're just not getting through the absolute road grader that is Florida. It's going to take a perfect 40 minutes of football and probably plenty of mistakes on the Gators' part for Oklahoma to get to the Sweet 16.
All right, why don't we check in with Blake real quick, see what's up on YouTube, the YouTube stream and the chat there, and then we'll get to our first break. By the way, Jesse Crittenden coming up on the Riverwind Casino Hotline in the next segment.
Yeah, Steelman, again, our poll question today, over the last decade or so, what has been your favorite Cinderella team in March Madness? The poll question bouncing out a little bit, still Dunk City from Florida Gulf Coast in a slight lead over ORU's run to the Sweet 16, led by Max Amos, I think I'm pronouncing that incorrectly at first. Other options in that poll, St. Peter's from recent years, that 15th seed, then with the Elite Eight, and Loyola Chicago with, of course, Coach Mosier and Sister Jean. In the chat, we've asked for predictions for OU's men's and women's teams as well. Kobe Neal simply says, championship or bust for Sooner Hoops. So high standards, and Gunny of Stutzman Army says he thinks the women are going to the Sweet 16.
There you go. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Jesse Crittenden joins us on the other side. Want to thank our sponsors out here at Buffalo Wild Wings on the I-35 South Service Road and more. We have more teams, more prizes to give away. Riverwind Casino, thank you very much. Fowler Automotive, Cavens Group, Central Oklahoma Buick GMC, and our friends at Fast Signs. We appreciate all of our great sponsors and having a great time out here at Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's take a break. Come back. We'll talk Sooner softball and some basketball with Jesse Crittenden of OU Insider coming up on the other side right here on the Ref.
Hey, Sooner fans. This is Jalen Moore. You're listening to the Ref, the home of the Sooner fans.
For the professional, it's not enough to just possess knowledge. That's why at GMC, we seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries, while pushing the limits. And we put this knowledge to the test in every GMC Sierra by engineering each one to outperform your expectations. So you know you're getting precision and durability when you need it most. And that's what makes the GMC Sierra the truck worth knowing. We are professional grade. See your Oklahoma GMC dealers.
Coach Stoops here for Van Hoos Fence. If you want to work with the best local fence company and get championship service, contact my friend Mark and the Van Hoos Fence team. Van Hoos Fence gives each customer the most professional craftsmanship and competitive pricing in Oklahoma. From wood to chain link to vinyl to metal fences, the Van Hoos Fence team does it all. Contact the Fencing All-Americans at Van Hoos Fence, 405-735-1167 or vhfence.com.
Ever wonder why someone would wake up at the crack of dawn just for a chance at the unknown? Maybe a better question is, what are you waiting for? Pacifico is brewed for those who follow their own path. That's living life anchors up.
Here at the Ref, we know football, and we talk football every single day. But it wouldn't be possible without the great people at Wade Electric. Because while we know football, we trust Wade Electric for all of our electrical needs. Anytime we need electrical work done at our station, we call Wade Electric. They've been out to install new exterior lighting, convert interior lighting to LED, update devices, and install new power where needed. Call them today at 405-329-1940. Wade Electric, the electrical experts.
Hi Norman, it's DJ Newsom with Alliance Bank, your community-driven, friendly neighborhood bank. Whether you're a budding entrepreneur, lead a nonprofit organization, or just someone seeking a better banking experience, we've got you covered. From business to personal banking, we tailor our services to suit everyone's needs. We believe in making banking easy and enjoyable. Visit our Norman location or call us today at 405-286-5750. Alliance Bank, banking tailored to your needs. Member FDIC.
Schumacher Law Group, when experience matters. Tracy Schumacher is a former prosecutor and former district judge. Whether it's a probate challenge, criminal charges, or contentious divorce proceedings, experience matters. The attorneys at Schumacher Law Group provide compassionate, knowledgeable advice, all while fighting for your best interests. Find Schumacher Law Group online at lawgroupok.com or call 405-701-1882. Hometown lawyers ready to fight for you when experience matters.
Snakes, zombies, sharks, heights, speaking in public. The list of fears is endless. But while you're clutching your blanket in the dark, wondering if that sound in the hall was actually a footstep, the real danger is in your hand, when you're behind the wheel. And while you might think a great white shark is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com. And remember,
only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Mike Steely along with Parker Thune. We're here at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Moore off the South I-35 service road. A lot of people rolling out. We appreciate seeing all our great listeners. Doug from Norman is here and is winning the Cool Jersey Award with the old school Pete Maravich LSU jersey. Very nice. Really cool. And it was his son who wore the Hank Gathers jersey. Was it the Hank Gathers or the Bo Kimball jersey a couple of years ago? But super cool. Okay. Right before we get to Jesse Crittenden joining us on the Riverwind Casino hotline, let's draw a name. What do we have, Parker?
You can't read that one? Come on now.
Jim Simons?
Sam Simons.
Sam Simons.
Wherever you are.
Sam
you will be receiving team number 46. 4-6. Team number 46, if Sam Simons is on the premises.
Okay, we're waiting on Sam Simons.
Bueller?
Yeah. Okay, did we send somebody into the other area?
Sam Simons may not be present.
Okay.
Moving on. Philip Harding.
Philip Harting.
Oh, there he is.
Philip.
We got a winner.
Dressed very well in a Sooner polo. Very nice.
Team number 46 for Philip. 46. Team number 46.
46. Team 46. And that would be the Xavier Musketeers.
Philip was not thrilled.
The reaction on Philip's face was not one of joy.
That was dejection.
Xavier.
Dejection on his face when Xavier was announced.
There you go. All right, did we ever find Sam?
It does not appear we have found Sam.
Okay, let's draw one more.
Okay. One more team coming right up.
Jesse Crittenden coming right up as well. Okay, let's draw one more since we couldn't find Sam.
All right.
Sam's missing in action.
Our next winner is?
Oh, already. Oh, so she can.
Oh, she can still win a team. Okay.
Rhonda Hebert is back again to get a team.
Our first two-time winner of the day.
There you
Rhonda.
go. So she got a Visa gift card. She did not get a team, so Rhonda Hebert can come back and get a team.
Where's Rhonda?
Oh, Rhonda.
Rhonda.
We're starting to get him packed in here, so it's a little more difficult to hear. So let's go find Rhonda. In the meantime, we could just do this Visa gift card giveaway.
Wait, Rhonda's coming. I see Rhonda.
Okay, Rhonda is on the way. Rhonda's been the big winner of the day. Somebody tell Rhonda, giddy up.
There she is.
There's Rhonda.
Okay, Rhonda will be receiving team number 58. 5-8.
Team number 58. And that would be the Fighting Illini of Illinois. Illinois. There you go. Illinois. The Fighting Illini of Illinois for Rhonda Hebert, who also won a $100 Visa gift card earlier. And we have one more. We got to do the Visa gift card giveaway courtesy of Gateway Mortgage. Looking for a smooth home loan experience? The Doak team at Gateway is dedicated to providing the best client experience in the market. Visit chrisdoakmortgage.com or call 405-253-2276 to get started. Gateway Mortgage, a division of Gateway First Bank. Okay.
Austin Dave McCurley.
Austin Dave McCurley.
Mr. McCurley, are you on the premises?
Austin Dave McCurley.
There he is.
$100.
He is a winner.
Visa gift card.
He just showed up like 5 minutes ago. He's already a winner. Look at that.
I don't know if sounds like a country western singer or maybe a a sheriff in the Old West. You don't want to mess with Austin Dave McCurley once you get to our city, man. Yeah. Right? Well, how old? How old?
Oh,
yeah,
look at that.
We're right in the same group, you and me. All right, there we go. Yeah, you can get – there you go. Us olds got to stick together, man. That's what it's all about. All right, congratulations. Jesse Crittenden joining us on the Riverwind Casino hotline. Jesse, busy weekend for you in Fayetteville to watch a little Sooner softball. You were at the media avail, I think, yesterday, too, for OU basketball. Let's start with softball. Patty and company just keep on rolling. And these were games, you look at the 7-0 game, that was anybody's ball game until the Sooners put 6 on the board in the 7th inning. But just give us your take on the Sooners and what they did in Fayetteville over the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you were just box score watching after those games, I don't think it actually told nearly the full story of just how much OU, really battled this weekend with Arkansas. I mean, you mentioned that 7-0 game in Game 1. It was 1-0 going into the 7th inning. OU had one run, one hit through the first 6 innings, then exploded in that 7th inning. In Game 2, they're down 4-3 going into the 6th inning. In Game 3, they're down 3-0 after the first inning. So Arkansas really threw some punches at Oklahoma, and for all the talk about how many new players are on this team, for all the talk about how young this team is, they have already shown they have that clutch gene that past Oklahoma teams have had. They get timely hits, and they throw punches when they need to throw them. And I think the most impressive part of that is it's a freshman duo that's doing it. I mean, Nelly Macaron-Marinas and Gabby Garcia have been the 2 best offensive players through the first couple weekends of conference play, and it's not close. They're the only 2 players on this team that are batting better than .333 at the plate. They have combined for more than half the home runs that this team has hit through the first 2 conference weekends. I mean, you just cannot say enough about what Macaron-Marinas and Gabby Garcia are doing to lead this offense. And then in the circle, there are certainly some questions about what OU has outside of Sam Landry. I think that's going to be a question that's going to continue to be asked through the next several weeks. But Sam Landry has been, I mean, I don't say this lightly, Sam Landry has been on the level of Jordy Ball and Kelly Maxwell. I mean, that's how she has played this season, and that's how she looked this past weekend. I mean, OU looked lost without her in the circle. She pitches all 3 games, and to go, I mean, she went over 11 innings, didn't give up a run, only gave up 5 hits. I mean, she shut down an Arkansas offense that was second in the country in scoring coming into the weekend. So I don't think this team has figured everything out yet. I think they still need to get a couple of things going, particularly in the circle. But to sweep your first 2 conference weekends with a team this young and with a team still trying to figure things out, I mean, it's insane what Patty Gasso and this coaching staff continue to do. It's super impressive what this team has already done through 2 conference weekends. I think they have shown more than enough. Even as good as how Texas looked last weekend, I think this team has shown they're not only a title contender, but may be the favorite, and that's just something that's crazy to say with how young and new this team is.
I looked up. I thought I saw Brandon Drum on the TV, but it's actually just A.J. Pierzynski. Look at that. Doppelganger. Brandon's got a celebrity doppelganger. But Jesse, as we kind of pivot here from softball to the topic of the week, of course, which is college hoops, and we're out here at Buffalo Wild Wings for the 68-team giveaway. What was your reaction yesterday when Oklahoma's seed was announced and you take a look at that pod and you get the first-round matchup with UConn, and then in overwhelming likelihood, a round of 32 matchup with the Florida Gators, should you knock off the 2-time defending national champion Huskies?
Yeah, I mean, it's so many up and down mixed feelings, right? I mean, the fact that OU could go into Selection Sunday being pretty confident that they were going to be in the field is just such a difference to what this team, where this team was the last 3 years, right? I mean, it was such a 50-50 or such uncertainty going into Selection Sunday. So I think knowing you were going to hear OU's name called, even though they obviously didn't get called until the last region, I think that was crazy. The fact that they got a 9 seed when I really thought, despite feeling pretty certain that OU was going to be in the field, I thought a 10 seed or even 11 seed was more than likely on the table. But the fact that they're a 9 seed is a testament to what this team has done. But, yeah, I mean, all things considered, This isn't the UConn team of the last couple of years. I honestly think this is a UConn team that Oklahoma can beat, but it's still, I mean, it's UConn, a team with Dan Hurley, who's won the last 2 national championships. That's not going to be easy. And then, the fact that if they get past UConn, they're playing against a Florida team that might be the championship favorite, or at the very least has probably played like the hottest team in college basketball over the last month. I mean, it's certainly not a favorable draw. It's not necessarily a reward for how much this team has fought and how well they've played the last couple of weeks. But overall, I think it's just, I think you have to be really impressed with what Porter Moser and this team did to get the wins they got down the stretch, to go to Texas and win that game, to beat Georgia in a game where OU's tournament chances were still uncertain going into the SEC tournament, and to beat that Georgia team, to come so close to rallying and beating Kentucky. It's just, I don't think anybody in that building is going to be necessarily, happy with a moral victory, but we all said it coming into the year. They just needed to make the NCAA tournament, and to think about where this team was a month ago to being certain they would hear their name called. It's not the most favorable draw, but the fact that they're here as a 9 seed it's pretty impressive what this program has done over the last couple of weeks.
Jesse Crittenden, our guest, OU Insider on the Riverwind Casino Hotline. All right, I think everybody assumes now, well, Porter's coming back. There's no doubt they make the NCAA tournament, and count me in that group. But would it be ironic if Porter took another job? We talked about DePaul a year ago. That was out there. There's some people thinking, well, he could be maybe a Villanova or Iowa or somewhere like that. Do you think Porter Moser, because of the lack of fan support, the lack of waiting on a new arena, if Porter saw the right opportunity, that he would leave?
Yeah, no, I certainly don't want to speculate too much, but it's crazy to think about where things are now, again, compared to a month ago. I mean, it looked like this thing was headed for a complete catastrophe, a complete destruction, that OU was going to have to start completely over, and now you think about where they're at now. If you're Porter Moser, I mean, there's reason to think you could negotiate from some sort of place of strength. I mean, to get OU into as a 9 seed into the tournament, it's really impressive. I mean, even with how Jeremiah Fears has played the last couple of weeks, I think that does something to bolster Porter's resume. And hey, even if this isn't the UConn team of the last couple of years, even if OU gets a win over UConn, that would do a lot for OU to be one of the last 32 teams standing. So, and the reality is as impressive as it is that OU has made the tournament, and that was the ultimate number one goal that this program had to accomplish coming into this season. A tournament berth doesn't get rid of all of the problems. It not only doesn't obviously fix all of the ups and downs of the last few years with Porter Moser as the head coach, it doesn't do everything to solve the big picture issues or the big picture questions with this program, like you mentioned, with the arena or with fan support or with even the direction of the team as a whole or its ability to compete in the NIL era, whether this program has enough resources. I mean, that's the thing is I think it feels good. It feels really good for this team to make the tournament, but it certainly doesn't fix all those issues. Could that be somewhere in Porter Moser's mind? Those are, it's impossible to look at that. It's impossible not to speculate. It's impossible not to think of those big picture questions. But at the same time, I think if we've learned anything, it's that things can change quickly. And who knows? What if Oklahoma makes a crazy run and they beat UConn and they somehow beat Florida? I mean, that could do a lot to change. I mean, we could be thinking about this thing completely differently in a week or two than how we feel now and how we felt a month ago. So it's just, I think it's crazy enough that OU has made the tournament, and I think ultimately now it's about just seeing if this team can actually do anything, because if we've learned anything about this program, if we've learned anything about this team, they're not going to give up. They're not going to quit. They're going to keep fighting until the last second. And so, I mean, I think now we owe it to see if this team can actually do anything now that they're actually finally in the NCAA tournament.
Now, Jesse, before we let you go here, let's talk X's and O's. The recipe for an Oklahoma victory against UConn on Friday night looks like what?
I mean, it ultimately looks like Jeremiah Fears continuing to play like he has over the last couple of weeks. I mean, it's what he has done after struggling so much to start conference play. I mean, you look no further at OU's resurgence over the last few weeks and how Jeremiah Fears has played. It's not just the numbers. It's not just that he's averaging over 22 points a game. It's that he's been OU's bedrock. He has been the offense. When you look at his usage rate, when you watch these games and just see how reliant OU is on him to create their offense, that's the number one thing. And I say that also because this is a team, it's a UConn team that defensively is not amazing, and they're definitely a step behind all of the gauntlet of defenses that OU has played in the SEC over the last few weeks. I mean, this is a UConn team that's 94th in defensive efficiency. They have particularly struggled against defending the three. So I really think there's a pathway for OU to have a lot of success offensively. I mean, they have scored 80 points or more in 6 of the last 7 games. So, I have some questions about OU's defense. I have some questions about the big man rotation, particularly if Sam Godwin can't go. But ultimately, I think if Jeremiah Fears plays like he has the last few weeks, I think this is a game that OU can win. I really do. And now they're going to need some other guys to step up outside of him. But, when we see the way he played against Missouri, when we see the way he played against Georgia in that first round of the SEC tournament with 29 points, if OU gets that Jeremiah Fears on Friday night, they can beat UConn regardless of anything, of what else happens. If they get that Jeremiah Fears, they can win. So I think ultimately, number one, can Fears continue to be that lottery projected pick that he's played the last few weeks? If he does, I think this is a game OU can win.
Jesse, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate you guys.
Jesse Crittenden joining us. Riverwind Casino Hotline does a great job for OU Insider. All right, we got to take a break right here. When we get back, we'll hear from Dan Hurley, the UConn head coach. He's psycho and a heck of a coach. But we'll get his thoughts on the matchup with the Sooners and Jeremiah Fears talking about the Sooners headed to the NCAA tournament. We have some more teams to give away. I think we got another Visa gift card to give away. We're here at the Buffalo Wild Wings location, I-35, South Service Road and more. Got a great crowd rolling out already. Doug from Norman has his Pete Maravich LSU jersey on, which is very nice. And his son's coming in with his LMU Bo Kimball jersey here in a little bit as well. So, folks, roll on out here and see us. Come on out and see us, all right? Let's come right back. And, again, we'll hear from Dan Hurley and Jeremiah Fears. Give away some more teams and prizes right here on the home of Sooner fans.
Dusty Dvorak here. You're listening to The Ref, the home of Sooner fans.
The Ref is the home of Sooner fans and is once again your home for chaos. Every game-changing hit.
Long fly ball to left. Track. Whoa. Gone.
Every strikeout.
Got him. Swinging.
Every defensive gem.
He caught it. He caught it.
Every game. All year. The Ref has you covered.
It's Sooner baseball action this Tuesday night versus UT Arlington at 6:30 with pregame coverage starting at 6 on the Ref and the KREF app.
Oklahoma baseball single game tickets are on sale now. Don't miss a packed 31-game home schedule this spring at L. Dale Mitchell Park. Seats start at just $10 per game with exciting promotions like $2 Tuesdays, Firework Fridays, and Sunday Fun Day for Conference Series. Guaranteed fun for the whole family. Check out the game schedule and more information at Soonersports.com. Join us at the ballpark and Boomer Sooner.
This is Peggy Doviak, and I opened DM Wealth Management because of a horrible experience that my mother had with a stockbroker. I wanted to give people an alternative, a place they could go to understand their money, to know why investment decisions were made the way they were, and to create a financial plan that would help them meet their goals. Most of all, I wanted to help them plan their prosperity. Call me at 405-329-8884 or dmwealth.com.
Whether you're celebrating a special occasion, desire a great postgame, or after-work dining experience, the Ranch Steakhouse is the winning choice. At Ranch Steakhouse, we're grilling up the best USDA prime steaks in Oklahoma. Juicy, flavorful, and cooked to perfection. Pair that with an unbeatable atmosphere, a killer drink selection, and a wine list of over 400 personally curated bottles. Whether you're toasting the game or winding down after a big day, Ranch Steakhouse is where champions eat.
The deals are madness this March across Eskridge Honda's full inventory. Pay just $299 per month on a new 2024 Accord Hybrid Sport. And we've got APR starting as low as 1.99%. Plus, for every vehicle purchased in March, we'll donate $100 to Toby Keith's OK Kids Corral. Payments at $299 and a great cause. Now conveniently located at 89th and I-35 or online at eskridgehonda.com.
$299 for 3 years, 10,000-mile lease, $4,300 down plus DT now plus first month's payment. 1.99 for 36 months. Cannot combine through AHF ends 4125.
Tired of feeling pressured by salespeople when shopping for auto insurance? At Right Way Insurance, there's no hard sell, just a clear, straightforward approach. We work with multiple insurance companies to give you the best options and rates with no gimmicks. You'll get the right coverage tailored to your needs, all while avoiding hidden fees and confusing policies. So if you're ready for a better experience with auto insurance, visit rightwayinsuranceok.com or call 405-607-6014 for your free quote today. Right Way Insurance, no pressure, just the right insurance for you. Are you, your family, or company looking for a locally owned and trusted management group? Carlsbad Management Group is an owner, developer, and manager of high-quality apartment communities in Oklahoma. They are a locally owned and operated management company for apartments and self-storage units. They are committed to providing exceptional apartment homes, customer service, and increasing the value of multi-family communities under our management. If you would like a free management quote today, call Carlsbad Management at 405-701-1411 and be part of the Carlsbad family.
When students struggle because they are hungry
or fall behind because they lack school supplies,
a caring adult can make all the difference.
Especially someone from the community.
Someone who knows the students
and the obstacles they might be facing.
At Communities in Schools, our site coordinators surround students with a community of support
to ensure that they have everything they need to engage in learning.
We go all in for kids, all day, every day.
To learn more, visit communitiesinschools.org.
We're back. It is our 68-team giveaway, and just happens to pair with St. Patrick's Day, which is pretty cool. That means we get the green Ref 68-team giveaway T-shirts this year. I like it.
Goes pretty nice with your Big 8 conference hat, doesn't
exactly.
it? Pairs
well. Pairs very well, yes, absolutely. All right, so we're going to give away 2 more teams, and we're going to give away a $25 gift certificate to Buffalo Wild Wings. Mike Woolley.
Where is Mike Woolley? Oh, is this Mike Woolley? That is Mike Woolley.
I wonder if they called him Wooly Bully and growing up.
He said, I've been called worse. Team number 60 for Mike.
Mike Woolley.
Team number 60, 6-0.
Let's go. The Rams of VCU.
Oh, you want to talk about a memorable Final Four run? They had one.
Yeah, they did.
Back in 2011. First four to Final Four. I want to say that was the first year of the first four, wasn't it? Shaka Smart. That's right. Shaka Smart. That was young Shaka, too.
Very young Shaka. Who you like better, Shaka Smart or Shaka Khan?
Who is Shaka Khan? Should I know who that is?
She's a musician from back in the day.
Oh, okay. So no wonder. No wonder I don't know. Okay. Another winner coming up?
David something.
David Bilbrey, I'm going to say. Bilbrey?
David Bilbrey.
David
Bilbrey. David Bilbrey.
David.
Let's
Bueller.
Quick run through on the other side of the wall over there.
Doesn't look like we have David here. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. All right, I don't think he's here. Let's see.
Doug Ferris. Doug Ferris is a winner. Where is Doug Ferris?
Doug Ferris.
There's Doug. Okay, so I pulled number 70. I would imagine there's not a team number 70, is there? So do I need to spin again? This thing has 75 numbers, and there are only 68 teams in the tournament, so that might be a whiff right there. Doug is going to be receiving team number 22 on the big board. 22.
22, here we go. The Gonzaga Bulldogs.
Oh, man.
Gonzaga. Not as good as they have been, but still a threat. Still a threat.
They're one of those teams that you can count on seeing literally every year in the tournament.
Who is your favorite all-time Gonzaga player?
Oh, man. You know who I really, really liked back in the day, just because he was an old-school, elbow-banging, big-bodied center? Shemek Karnowski. You remember him?
I do.
I do believe they lost the national championship to North Carolina. What year was that? 18, maybe?
Sounds right.
Yeah. He was fun to watch, man.
What about Adam Morrison? Do you remember Adam Morrison?
I remember Adam Morrison.
Cheesy mustache guy.
Mm-hmm. And Jalen Suggs, the one year he was at Gonzaga.
That shot that he hit.
The shot to beat UCLA. Yep, that's the stuff of legend.
Okay, for the Buffalo Wild Wings $25 gift card, Danny Deal.
Danny Deal.
Danny Deal or Dial? Danny looks like.
Yeah, Deal. We're going with Deal.
Thinking. Danny Deal, you got a heck of a deal up here. If you're here, Danny.
Deal or no deal?
Come close the deal. Danny Deal. There he is.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
Oh, Danny boy.
We have a deal.
The pipes are calling. Danny Deal. Danny Deal. He got a $25 Buffalo Wild Wings gift certificate. There you go.
Steelman singing a very apt "Oh Danny Boy" on St. Patrick's Day.
That's a great song, right?
If you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's depending on who sings it, I guess. So anyway, all right, 405-651-3439, Knippelmeyer Chevrolet text line, 405-651-3439. Let's hear from Jeremiah Fears first, the Sooners' fabulous freshman. Here he is talking about the Sooners finally hearing their name called and the matchup with UConn.
It felt great, just knowing all the hard work we put in to be able to accomplish something like this is special. It's a lot more work to do, so we're just looking forward to stepping up to the table. Really excited, can't wait. We've been putting in a lot of work the weeks previous, and the last couple games we just did everything we could to go out there and give it our best shot, and something like that was surreal. So.
I know you guys will get into the scout in the coming days, but any early thoughts on just UConn being the two-time defending champion and getting them?
Really good team, great program. Obviously, they won back-to-back championships, and we're looking forward to taking on the challenge.
There you go. Jeremiah Fears talking about the Sooners matchup with the UConn Huskies Friday night, 8:25 in Raleigh, North Carolina. With they got a really good broadcast crew too. When you're talking about Ian Eagle, Bill Raftery, Grant Hill, Tracy Wolfson. Can't beat that. That's going to be good. All right, and finally, let's hear from Psycho Dan Hurley, the UConn head coach, who's won back-to-back national championships. Famous basketball family. Like I said, his dad, Bob, was at St. Anthony in Jersey City, New Jersey for years and years and years and years. Bobby, his brother, as you mentioned earlier, Parker, he was at Rhode Island when they took out Trae Young and the Sooners, but he's done a great job at UConn. Here's Dan Hurley talking about the matchup with Oklahoma.
You know, Porter's a great tournament coach. He's proved that in his career. Winning the Bahamas, was huge. They had an incredible amount of confidence, really. A lot of huge wins. And then, the league is just a total monster. I mean, watching their conference tournament quarterfinals and on was like some serious basketball being played there. So they come from a great league. UConn, Oklahoma is a fun matchup. Great, one of the best freshmen in the country. Obviously, Moore is an excellent wing.
There you go. I think if you're from the East Coast, you definitely call it the tournament. As opposed to tournament here, it's tournament. Tournaments. Right? I don't know. I guess
that
that's
area
an East
of the
Coast
country
thing.
really is basketball country, isn't it?
It
you
is.
think about how many basketball programs there are up there collegiately that are regularly in the NCAA tournaments, or even generally in the NCAA tournament. It's great to see St. John's good again, by the way.
Dude,
Great to see
yes.
St. John's good
We're
again.
going to get Patino and Calipari, surely.
Listen,
right?
I'm optimistic we
In
get Patino and Patino in the Final Four. How fun would that be?
That would be very
I
interesting.
think New Mexico can do some stuff up in whatever that region is they're playing, the South region.
St. John's, one of my favorite teams, the Big East back in those days. Oh, they got the one year they got three teams in the Final Four. It was the three Big East teams in Memphis. Villanova, St. John's, Georgetown, and Memphis. And that team I was talking about the other day, Mark Jackson, Walter Berry, Willie Glass, Bill Winnington, Chris Mullen, is so good. And Louis Carnesecca, I can still remember the game where he wore the lucky sweater against John Thompson, and John Thompson showed up at Madison Square Garden in the same lucky sweater, went out and had a manager say, go find me this sweater. So he pulled his jacket back, and he had the same lucky sweater that Lou Carnesecca did. Rick Pitino, there might be some questionable recruiting practices there.
Or just practices in general.
That's right. But the guy can coach, man.
Yes, he
There's
can.
no doubt about it. The guy can coach.
Tip your cap to a legend of the sport. Rick Pitino has been a mainstay literally my entire lifetime as one of the great coaches in all of college basketball.
St. John's, I would love them to stay as a college basketball power because I always grew up with them being a big part of the college basketball
It's fun
scene.
when the Big East is good, man.
Yeah.
It really is.
Like another program that's gone away is DePaul. DePaul was freaking awesome with Mark Aguirre and Terry Cummings and Skip Dillard and all those great teams back in the day. Ray Meyer, I remember when he finally went to the Final Four. But DePaul has not the same. And DePaul used to be big time. So it's good to see St. John's back. It's a really good story. Really good story.
By the way, the SEC, if you're looking at this bracket and you're trying to figure how many SEC teams could wind up being in the Final Four, there's a real decent chance you get 3 SEC representatives in the Final Four. You were just talking about the year the Big East got 3 in the Final Four. The SEC could very realistically have 3 in this year's Final Four.
Yeah, it's been a great run. But you look at who's hot right now, and it is it was looking like Auburn was going to be the team if you had to pick one out of the SEC that could win it all. A bunch that can win it all, but if you had to pick one, 3 weeks ago, you probably would have said Auburn, right? But right now it's Florida. They're red hot. They're going great at Florida. So, again, can't wait for the tournament to tip off. It's going to be a lot of fun. Are you going to be – we'll have to be on the air, obviously, Friday.
That's true. I got 2 to 6 Thursday and Friday. I'll have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, you will. You will. Absolutely you will. All right, great turnout out here today. We got a ton of people rolling out, and we appreciate that very much. And always fun. I like this location a lot, and can't wait to get the tournament started. We've got the games at Dayton, though, coming up. We thought the Sooners – remember when we thought the Sooners, it would just been a victory for them to get to one of the games in Dayton. And here they are, a 9 seed. Joe Lenardi was right. I mean, he had them lower. I think Jerry Palm's the one who had them seated higher. But
that's true.
Pretty obvious that the Sooners were more than likely already going to be in, right? Even if they didn't win that game against Georgia in the SEC tournament. So,
but they did, and they left no doubt. And that's
right.
The important thing. Nobody was sweating yesterday.
Okay. We talked a little bit about 2026 running back Jonathan Hatton. If you haven't seen, looks like he'll be picking Oklahoma coming up on Saturday, flipping from Texas A&M. And the Sooners had him in the fold, at least commitment-wise, for a long time, Parker. They didn't give up, and it looks like he's ready to repledge to Oklahoma.
It looks that way. Hopefully nothing fishy happens. Hopefully there is no chicanery. But if Oklahoma can reel Jonathan Hatton back into the fold, man, you already got a really strong nucleus on the offensive side of the ball in the 2026 class. In fact, all 4 of your current commits are on the offensive side. If you add a 5th and Jonathan Hatton, man, you're feeling really, really good about where things stand early. What happens with Jaden O'Neal remains to be seen. I understand there is a lot of uncertainty there, but got to feel good about where Oklahoma sits right this second with their offensive group in the 26 cycle, if indeed Hatton picks Oklahoma.
What's worse, tomfoolery or chicanery?
I would say chicanery. Tomfoolery seems innocent, doesn't it?
Tomfoolery
is like what you were doing back in your middle school days.
Tomfoolery seems like you have a guy, you put a whoopee cushion underneath him before he sits down. That's tomfoolery.
That's tomfoolery.
Chicanery is what these attention-seeking clowns do on social media. You know why? They always need their attention. How about to tweet something, man? Get some content out there. Need some likes and retweets. Let's see, what can I do? The attention-seeking clowns one day will be defeated. When the Olds uprising happens and we finally shut down social media, that will be a great victory. That will be a great victory. Can't wait. Can't wait. All right, Grayson, good job. Thank you to our man Blake Gamble. And thank you to you guys. We've got a lot more teams to give away. And we got a lot of people out here at the Buffalo Wild Wings on I-35 Service Road in Moore. Thanks to our great sponsors again. Of course, Buffalo Wild Wings, Riverwind Casino, Fowler Automotive, Cavens Group, the Central Oklahoma Buick GMC dealers, and Fast Signs. We also want to thank Hightower Clinical for sponsoring our second hour here on the Ref. I think Parker's going to try and get this meal finished before he gets ready to get locked in here in a minute with Grayson. Have a great rest of your Monday.